I'll head south. I'll go south. It's been a while since we played this, so I thought, well, why not? I believe we have to pick a lane, so pick the bottom lane, head down there. There's my ancient capital, with which I use to research the things that will allow me to, well, get awesome units. But for now, we'll start off with some warrior keeps. It's been quite a while since we played this, so forgive me if I'm a little bit newbie. But I'll do what I can. So build this behind the towers. Probably get 3 of those to start off with until I can work out what it is that I want to do. Unless I get 2 of them to start off with and go for some research. But I think it's best to have a strong presence, because if you do, you get rewarded for basically dominating your lane. So Sealand is in the middle, and Random Pick Noob is in the north position, controlling the boats. So forward go my warriors. I will get 2 more keeps, because that takes me to a nice 0 gold. And this is the middle, where I fight against my opponent, which I haven't worked out which one that is. So if you control these points, you should get bonus towards the amount of food you can have. Looks like I don't control the points though. Perhaps my warriors will do better this time. I can't remember which one to research first, but let's just go for bronze working to start off with, because I might be able to get the... Where are they? Are they the Axemen? Yes, the Axemen are pretty solid at the start of the game, I think, if I remember correctly. Ah, I've taken it back now. So I've got the crossing access in the middle. It's dead man's land. I don't see any units over there. Needless to say, my units, once they reach the opponent's side, and that's Sebi, I think, don't last very long. Those towers don't like them. When this research is done, I'm going to see how many of these I can convert to Axemen. Get some purple trolls, they have splash. We'll see. I'm going for Axemen. I'm 195 gold, so I'll start researching archery and get the next research going. You want to basically be researching quite a lot. In fact, there's a deeper meta which I don't quite understand on this game, but it's something about trying to get the special building, the Ancient Wonder Builder, ASAP. Sealand seems to have gone for 2 of them. I'm not exactly sure why. Hopefully he knows what he's doing. But if you get that kind of early, I think that gives you a good strong chance. I think that's what I didn't understand regarding this map very well, is how to utilize that Wonder Builder. And the middle player is supposed to do that, which is why I shouldn't be in the middle, because I think they've got more towers, so they're more likely to hold out, so that gives them more time to go for research, such as Colossus, whereas the other lanes are more about trying to control their lane and get the bonus, because they've only got 2 towers to defend. Let's go 1 more Axeman camp, and then work out what it is I'm going to do after that. Perhaps some pottery. Let's see what my enemy's up to. Are my Axemen still losing this? How are they losing this? Losing to a bunch of rag savage warriors. Unacceptable. Alright, let's go for some pottery. Oh, we're going to want some spearmen then, I guess. So which one? Swap that for spearman camp.
Yes, me lord.
I'm having a hard time down this lane. I think normally what I end up doing is I mass the warrior camps to begin with, get myself to the food cap, but at the moment I'm being more tech savvy and trying to work out the stronger units and hopefully counter my opponent. So a couple of spearman camps should do nicely. Just gotta wait a little while though, unfortunately. Perhaps a 3rd warrior camp, because he's going quite heavy into the horsemen. Oh, they killed my peasant. I forgot about that. They'll automatically go for the unit that's building. Well, there you go. Okay, I'll have to build another one then. I suppose it is what it is. I'll try to pay attention to that next time. I thought they were on a bit of a bloodlust path there, They weren't going for my units, they weren't going for my towers, so they must have been going for my peasant. A militia with all the buff. Too lazy to choose. You sound like you've been watching some funny Warcraft 3 videos.
More work. Off I go then. What?
That's a lot of horses, so surely I should get rewarded for
Done.
going for enough spearmen. I don't know why I'm losing this lane at the moment. Not totally apparent. This tower's getting a beating. Should have a strong pushback though now, because they're fighting by my towers. Let's get some repair going. If I want to get conscription, I need to get everything else, I think. Is conscription a further attack? Yeah. Yes, it is. It's in the next advanced tech tree. There we go. Alright, research, research, research. Horseback riding. I've already kind of committed to going anti-horses, but I suppose I could chuck some horses in myself. Needs more farms. Got the granary. This will increase your food capacity.
Righto. Yes, my lord.
Ideally,
Righto.
you build this stuff over here because it's safer. Because if I lose my lane, then I lose everything I build over here as well. That's part of the catch. Worker costs food as well. Struggling to maintain this lane despite building what should be the counters, but
What is it?
I guess it doesn't always work.
Research complete.
Righto. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. What?
Okay, Disco, but how much pasta can you eat? I used to mass trolls, like I say, that used to be my strategy. Just mass the warrior camps and then go from there, but I thought I'd try to be a bit more savvy and pay attention to what units they're building and try and counter them.
More work. Job's done. What is it? Yes, my lord. What? Off I go then.
How do I... Oh, it's something else, isn't it? Is it the granary? I can't remember how to get the next research.
Is it?
I need the university. Bugger.
Off I go
I
then.
think I'm going to have a worker up here.
More work done. Yes, my lord. What? More work. What? What is it? Work.
So it's library.
All right. Yes, my lord.
Upgrade complete.
I'm basically refreshing my memory as I play through this map. I remember a fair bit of it, but I have to sort of take a moment to remember it. It's not sort of like instantaneous. Conscription is here.
Gold is required.
So that'll be my next one, although you could go for currency. I don't think I'm in a position to go for currency because I'm not even dominating my lane yet. Go, Spearman, go! Bronze weapons will increase their damage.
What?
I'm not sure if bronze weapons is available to me currently, or in the near future. I got quite a lot of lumber. I think you could buy gold with that. I'm not 100% sure.
What is it?
I might need to research that though, or get a... Yeah.
Build more farms.
Ooh, improved towers. Currency plus building a bank. I haven't actually researched this, but I've got improved towers. I'll still keep getting my researches though, because he's not exactly destroying my base, he's just dominating the lane. I don't want him to dominate the lane, but at the same time I can't seem to make much of an impact. That's a big horseman. I'm gonna have 3 pikemen barracks soon. On top of the 2 spearmen camps behind. Perhaps I could put a goblin landmine right here. Blow up all those horses. Oh, if someone researched masonry, all 8 towers get upgraded. But I still have to research masonry myself also to progress. Ah, I've actually pushed down the middle. Long time no see. It's not going to last long though. Top seems to be doing fairly well, and middle seems to be struggling. But it's hard to tell with middle because they build towards other things. So I don't understand the middle position quite so well, like how well someone's truly doing. Just because they're being beaten in the lane doesn't necessarily mean they're losing. But Kidson's a bit of a try-hard on this map, so I think he knows what he's doing. Wow, I'm still pushing. Looks like those spearmen are finally, or pikemen are finally paying off. I'll wait and see what he builds next, I'd say.
Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord.
I'll get one of each of these, because oh no, they cost farms. Bugger. That's granaries. That requires machinery and bonus food resource. How far away am I from that? Probably quite far. So I might just get another granary for the time being, until I can understand that better. Feudalism and masonry. So I need masonry and feudalism to upgrade to the next tier. Age of Empires style. The next age. There are 3 different marketplaces, and since you got the counter to bottom, I'd recommend you build the materials market, says Misa. So that's the one that rewards me, basically, doing well. For each other resource controlled on the top and middle lanes, they produce 1 gold. But you get 4 income for every material resource your team controls on the bottom lane. So right now I control all of them at this position. I'm just scared about Sebi having a sudden turn, you know, swinging the game around with some new counter. But he seems to be sticking quite heavily towards horsemen. He's getting a few archers in the back. So I should still be safe to get some more pikemen, I think. I can get medieval capital as well now, because I've got the masonry and feudalism. What's the counter to archers? Let's have a look. They take extra damage from normal damage and gunpowder. I think I have some normal damage in the sense of my... They're probably not alive for very long, but... Axemen? Are they normal damage? I don't know. They're shock damage. Swordsman, maybe? What would do normal damage? The warriors do normal damage.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, I need to keep researching. Oh, I can also upgrade maybe my market again. I know you can do that a few times. Seeing as I'm doing well down the bottom lane. Maybe upgrade it once or twice, but then go back to putting resources into other stuff. This is where it gets even more complicated. Oop, don't do that.
What is it?
Upgrade complete.
And I can buy materials if need be.
Yes, me lord. Forward.
Those archers are starting to come through.
Yes, me lord.
Let's get a couple more warrior camps and then work out where I'm going to go with that. I can go for swordsman. I think I'm researching that at the moment. Try some swordsman. I think whoever gets the gunpowder wins, or whoever gets the tanks and that wins. Or I can go for the savage warrior camp, but it feels like a backward step if you go for them. They don't feel like they're proper upgrades compared to these other ones, but it could be me being ignorant. This upgrades into all sorts. Musketeer. Gunpowder. I want gunpowder. Give me gunpowder. How do I get gunpowder? I guess I'll just get the savage warrior camps, because they are supposed to do normal damage versus those archers for now. I'm always trying to tech something. Yeah, more material markets. Well, multiples, or just keep upgrading the same one.
What? What is it?
I've got food to spare. But at the moment I'm just
I do.
concentrating on upgrading the same one. I've pushed quite far now. Sebi's really massed on the warrior camps, whereas you can see I've got more of a delicate tech quality over quantity. So it looks like I've capped. So if I get a second one of these whilst I'm holding this lane, it might not last that long, but it might last long enough. Still way more horses coming out. And the slaughter begins. Ah, this is what's interesting. When you get the warrior camps, they upgrade into the things that I was going to go for anyway. Swordsman and pikeman. Cost a bit more though from these ones because I think they're cheaper to get than the axeman camp. The axeman camp is like 300. Savage warrior camp's 200, so it does make sense. I'm going to get one into swordsman, and I'm going to keep researching whatever the heck it is I'm going to research. And I want to see what the swordsmen do, whether they have normal damage. Top lane is now suffering. It's always a bit sketchy, the top lane. Because if you start to fall and lose these towers, it can swing very heavy up there. He looks like he's in a lot of trouble. He might actually need some help from Sealan. When I played the middle, I remember building in other places, other people's lanes. See, he does shock damage. So, as far as I can tell, it's only the savage trolls. Invention, construction, construction, which I would have got, and feudalism, which I would have got, and then I can get education.
Yes, me lord. What?
So the strange thing is I don't know whether to upgrade these into swordsman and pikesman. Because as it stands, I mean I can upgrade the two front axemen to, you know, I've got the gold for it, and I can upgrade those into swordsmen. Because they're coming out as shock damage anyway, so I may as well. But I don't know if I want to go for swordsman when I wanted those normal damaging savage warriors to counter the archers. Oh, don't forget to keep upgrading this.
What is it? What?
Hello there, Arashinu. Okay, education. It helps. So we can speak good English. That might help me understand the abilities a little bit better. So these are all the things that I've yet to get. There's that gunpowder, so that's the next tech. I can't wait to get gunpowder. That should kick the arse out of knights, shouldn't it? Gunpowder does good. Anti-cavalry does better. I assume that pikemen are anti-cavalry. Well, it says they've got piercing damage. And knights take 116% damage from piercing, so gunpowder would be an upgrade. I've got quite a lot of gold, so I think I'm being very heavily rewarded with these markets. So it'd probably be in my interest to get another granary and get another market. Whilst it's going so well at the bottom.
Yes, me lord.
While still getting my research. Hang on a second.
What is it?
There's something else I should be able to buy now, shouldn't there? Library. I've got the library, haven't I? So what's the other thing? University. How do I build a university? Maybe I need the medieval worker. Let's try that. I thought I just got a granary, so doesn't that count as farms?
Alright.
We must have lost a lane in the middle or something. Did I ever play Drake and sang online? I don't think so. It rings a bell, but very vaguely. I may as well get something from here. There's no point not teching something.
I'm on the job.
Get 2 universities is being suggested to me, just so I can tech faster.
How did that get through?
It's an idea, isn't it? It's true. It's like getting 2 war mills. One to upgrade damage and one to upgrade armor. Machinery and gunpowder. So let's see, you've got that going for you, you've got that going for you, you've got that going for you, and you need to upgrade once more.
No, not like that. Let me do it.
I should be able to start upgrading my windmill granaries to windmills shortly, I think. I'm pretty sure I got machinery. Bonus food resource, though. I'm not sure where that one came from.
Upgrade complete.
That was the issue I had before in this game, was it takes so long before you can actually upgrade your food supply, so you end up spamming granaries, and it feels like you shouldn't be doing that.
Allies' town is under siege. Research complete.
Alright. Metallurgy.
Our
Chemistry.
allies' town is under
Expensive
siege.
stuff. Looks like I'm not using that wood yet. I still can't work out machinery and bonus food.
Our
Maybe I'll
allies'
have to
town is
upgrade
under
to the
siege.
industrial period. I don't remember building ballistas, so has someone else got like some special tech that allows ballistas to spawn down this lane? Because I don't think they're mine. I think they're coming from somewhere else. Yes, here. Oh, so the top lane is suffering. So are you hedging your bets then? It may be not letting the top lane, like letting the top lane just about hang in there, but really pushing down this bottom lane so we can win that lane and maybe sacrifice the top lane. Is that what's
You're interrupting
happening?
my calculations.
Research complete. Research complete.
Scientific method requires rifling, chemistry, chivalry, I think. So I'm going to cancel that, go for chivalry. Nope, I was wrong. Oh well, let's get that going. I'm going to build myself
More farms.
another granary
You want me to do what?
because I've waited long enough, and then I'll get another market.
Let me do it.
Build more farms.
Bonus food resources middle lane control. Oh, so he actually has to control the middle in order for you to get resource? That's a bit nasty for the enemy team then, if they're not in the privileged position. Oh my goodness, finally I can upgrade these. Ah, I feel like going to town. Let's do 1 or 2. Maybe not. I'm at 29 food now suddenly. I'm suddenly overwhelmed.
What?
Alright, let's get those marketplaces.
Yes, my lord.
Upgrade complete.
That
More work. Research complete. I can't build that. Alright.
Banking. And military tradition. And stirrups, because why not? And then I'll upgrade these material markets. Oh, he's fighting back now. Something happened. Something happened indeed. For so long he was struggling, and now suddenly... Maybe they got a special tower. Or a special research building. Is there a gender studies research? Maybe in a future technology. I don't think there was one in the olden days. Wow. Okay, he's coming on a bit strong there. Musketeers. Yes, please. Oh, luckily for me, the tower's just upgraded to guns, so that's handy timing. They should be packing quite the punch. And then I can get my musketeers out and start pushing back from a heavy range position. Okay. Well, we'll see about that. The cannon towers are really devastating the archers. I'm not sure how good they do versus the knights. Keep my worker back a little bit here. Make sure my researches are still in effect, so we can take the library out of this, because I've finished with that now. Get some rifling. That sounds good for my musketeers, potentially. Or maybe an upgrade for them. Keep 2,000 gold at all times. That is the required to get full interest from the bank. And I've already researched the bank now, have I? I'll take that assumption. So, okay, so you wanted to play the balance of... I see. It's like not sitting capped at 200 mana. If you've got 200 mana. Just be below it. Make sure you're using a spell. Not too many spells, but, you know, keep yourself as close to it. But otherwise, if you're sitting at the cap, you're wasting it. And I'm not sitting at the cap yet, so I don't want to go over 2,000, but I don't want to be too far behind it. I just kind of wanted to start getting my musketeers out now, because I'm excited to get my overpowered gunpowder units. So... they suck versus modern units, so the only way to really beat musketeers from first glance as a noob playing this game, I would assume, would be further ahead in technology. Because otherwise, I felt like gunpowder units were pretty darn strong. Like, they don't feel like they're that easily countered, but I could be incorrect. I mean, they take 150% damage from normal, so savage trolls would... ironically kick their ass. Build a bank. Have I not built a bank?
Yes, my lord. What?
Oh, I got a peasant village over here. There's quite a lot I can build. There's your bank. Alright, let's build that nice safe position. I assume I can only have one of those. Otherwise... I'm not sure. Having this building will increase your income by 10% of what gold, not income, you currently have. The bonus caps at 10% of 1,000 gold for a maximum of 100. So why did you say 2,000 gold then? Does it stack up to 2,000 then? To 20% cap? You can stack this building with the stock exchange, but building another bank will not increase this bonus.
Yes, my lord.
So, how do I get the stock exchange now? This is getting complicated. I need more musket. Oh, hello. Don't know what that is, but I want to build it. I'll get a grenadier and a fusilier. And some more musketeers. And we'll fight back. I think Kidson's starting to rage. That could be because the top lane is getting wrecked. Once you start to get wrecked, it's hard to make a comeback there. So at the moment I want to sit at 1,000 gold then, do I? If I can. Oh my goodness. Machine guns? I don't think the medieval units are going to enjoy those very much. Grenadier. Yeah, I remember. I played Cossacks, and apparently I was mispronouncing it. I would normally say Grenadier, because it just seems to come across that way to me, but Grenadier is the correct pronunciation. Again, another pronunciation that doesn't sound like it's right to me, but I have to make the assumption that it is correct because, well, it is, isn't it? That's just how it's supposed to be done. We were having this discussion in regards to lieutenant, even though I think it makes more sense to say lieutenant, because there is no F, but for some reason lieutenant comes across as the pronounced version. That's always confused me. Build some marketing benefiting from the top lane. Well, we're sucking on the top lane at the moment. It might make a comeback. The middle lane's good though, so maybe build some marketing on that. But how much do you want to spend on all of this? Because it takes quite a lot of food. Since I've got all of these that benefit from the bottom lane, it would probably be better to try to secure the bottom lane and actually get use out of those markets. Give me a rifleman barracks. And then I want to tech up again to something fancy. Lieutenant, just an older word. Okay. We're going to get into arguments regarding that. Ooh, what's this thing? It faded in and out. I'm going to get a rifleman barracks. I'm going to get scientific method. And then I'm going to tech to industrial capital. And in there, I will have access to whatever the heck is in here. The physics guild. This is where my knowledge of the game really starts to fade. At least the bottom lane is now secure, so these marketplaces can be upgraded again. Unless I want to build more farms first. Or more windmills. Sacrifice my worker to get more food, that's doable. But at the same time, I can just upgrade the windmills. Grenadier is great. Get 1 to 2 of it and you'll have no problems on the bottom. Okay. 2 grenadiers. Ooh, sharpshooter. I'm getting some snipers now. Ooh, cut a Saint Temple. But hang on a second. I want to tech to the industrial capital. Oh look! Field cannons! It really feels like I'm playing Cossacks now. I still got this big ass savage troll amongst the technology that seems to be outdating this troll. He's hanging in there. Not enough gold, not enough gold, not enough gold. Is he selling stuff? I think that's what it does when you try to sell units. I'm going to get that Cutter Saint Temple. I'm going to get kind of one of each, I suppose. So I can understand a little bit better. The Bazaar of Alexandria. Ooh, industrial worker. I guess I'll get one of those. And see what I can do with that. Before this gets even more confusing. Can I just destroy my university and my windmill now that I've kind of... I mean my library. Now that I've kind of made use of it. Right. Oh, the stock exchange. There it is. Pirate Cove! This stuff looks expensive. Laboratory. That's going to be the research, isn't it?
Aye. Job's done.
Okay. economics.
Aye, sir.
And maybe another one. Depends how fast the research is.
I'm your shooter.
How fast is gold coming in for me to warrant it? Okay, let's treat myself.
Job's done.
If my team got the great obelisk, tell the person to make it to increase the elite chance of spawning that troll. This is the obelisk we've got, I think. The Colossus. Oh, hang on. There's the Great Lighthouse. I haven't actually built one of those special towers. I don't really understand them. I know that they obviously give a big boon or buff, but I feel confused as to which one to get. Which situation. I could get Military Academy, because why not? Increases nearby allies' units attack, so that's cool. So that's kind of like a special unit. Ah, the Cut of Saint Temple comes back to the Grenadier. And so does the Mace Man. It's kind of weird, they all come back round again. Enemy bot lane is getting wrecked. Yes, yes it is. They've lost a tower. They're really in a lot of pressure right now. So Kitten's probably feeling quite salty. Okay, let's continue with our tech. So hang on a second.
What do you need?
I should have the stock exchange.
I'll take care of it.
And then I can maybe upgrade the bank or something? We'll see. What did it say in regards to that? You can stack this building with the stock exchange. So maybe the stock exchange acts as another bank, so that means I could have the 2,000 gold and get 20% or whatever it is. 10% of 2,000 gold. Or is it 20% of 1,000 gold? The stock exchange is like another 10%. And you still sit around the 1,000 gold. Ah. Doesn't show me much information beyond that point. Okay, laboratories. Let's get researching. Physics for dinosaurs. And biology for raptors. I'm just joking. I don't think you can actually get dinosaurs in this game. That would be bizarre. You go through all the different techs, work your way up to like the modern age, you know, tanks and missiles, planes, all that kind of stuff. And then the next future technology is just dinosaurs. We found a way to breed and use dinosaurs for war. Jurassic World was not a lie. That's actually what's happening. And that turns out that assault raptors is the most vicious, violent weapon on the planet. Dinosaurs. Weapons of mass destruction is a T-Rex, basically. Feels like we might be winning. I don't know. Poor Kitten's going to be stressing so much now. I got way too much gold. Like, it's getting ahead of me now. How I'm supposed to spend it other than going for more windmills and then more buildings. On top of... Hang on a second. I can't research anymore. I'm going to get myself an industrial wonder builder. And just build whatever it can do.
I'm waiting.
Looks like a mech... You're not lying. Is a strong defensive structure. Well, I don't need a strong defensive structure at all. So now I'm not going to build it. The Holy Cathedral. That sounds like another kind of buff building that spawns a super unit or provides an aura to all units down all lanes or something. More Grenadiers. Military Academy. Let's go. Grenadier. More snipers. What the heck is that? There's a question mark, exclamation mark there. Is that saying that I should get with the times?
Upgrade complete.
Fair enough.
Upgrade complete. Research complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. More gold is required.
Find a way to spend my gold. Electricity. That's handy. Assembly line, because why not?
Upgrade complete.
I need to find a way to zoom out now because I've accidentally zoomed in. There's the rage. Well, that looks like GG to me. Unfortunately, we can't go much further into the tech tree because the game is basically over at this point. But I managed to get quite far, actually, before one side won and the other side lost, so that's quite good. Managed to research quite a lot and understand the game a little bit better, so there was benefits to this. Apparently the exclamation mark means that it will spawn an elite wave. Start is very important, yes. Mash those warrior camps or build at least enough. There we go. The enemy has been defeated. The grenadiers and the snipers are being victorious. And there's some captains in there as well, because why not? I bet the captains try to take all the credit. I thought that was Archmage with a rifle there for a second. Pretty much was, wasn't it? Alright, well, maybe in a future playthrough we'll get to see a little bit further into the game. It all depends on just how well everyone can handle the game situation and how experienced they are. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been another episode of... I almost forgot the name of the game now. Civilization Wars. There we go. Technology wins.